I frequently get asked the question, are we a behavior modification program? And at some level, I guess we are, because these kids do change their behavior, but in order to change their behavior, they change the way they think and they feel. Therefore, they change the way that they do. These are great kids who just didn't make good decisions for a number of reasons.
Very often our kids have had negative experiences with therapists, and especially in formal kinds of therapy. They've either withdrawn, or they've told therapists what they think the therapist wants to hear. I usually think of the program as the first half of it as learning how to behave, learning what's appropriate to do. But it usually takes a second year before a student makes that a part of himself, internalizes it.
In my 17 years at Elan, I've seen a lot of kids come through the program who had no confidence in themselves, who had no self-esteem, who had some horrible relationships with family members, who all still love each other very dearly, but had really hurt each other and had really done some pretty self-destructive and destructive things to other people in their family. It's important for parents to know that we understand all of that. We're going to help your child work through all of that so that you can have the kid back that you remember, and the one that you loved, and the one that you really enjoy spending time with. These kids are great kids. They're charismatic, they're very spirited, they have a lot of really wonderful qualities which they are using in negative ways or not using at all. And our job is to get them to use those qualities in a consistently productive manner.
Very often they think that their parents hate them, and they've come here feeling very alienated from their parents. It's ironic that Elan has been quite successful over geographic distances in reuniting and reintegrating families.
The relationships I see built here between a student and the family is absolutely amazing. Kids arrive on campus here in a very dysfunctional manner. They've not had a good relationship with parents, with family for a long, long time, and feel they're never going to have that relationship again. After 2.5 years in this program, we really knit those families back together. They leave here again as a viable family, and to me that's probably the best thing we do. We help them build those relationships, and life is relationship.
It's not unusual to see parents stand up at graduations and say to the student body and to the staff how their child could be dead had they not come to Elan. And so it's just wonderful how this school can help those kids who oftentimes have been everywhere, and this is maybe their last chance.
When they graduate, they frequently will ask for their new student picture back. And some of the kids, when they get that picture, become so emotional because they look at it and they think, that wasn't me. I don't know who that person was. That person was living in this body, but that was not me. And this is me. I'm finally back. I'm finally who I want to be again. I'm finally the person that my parents knew was always there, and that I always knew was always there.
It's exciting to see a kid come in and make dramatic, remarkable changes by the time they leave.